Hello, hello. Welcome everybody to LARA FM TV. I just want to soothe your hearts with a little bit of melody and natural sounds. Hi everybody, welcome. I've been doing a little jamming and a little bit of this and a little bit of that today. Thank y'all for being here. Welcome to LARA FM TV, hashtag SPTV. We are on episode 9, ladies and gents and beautiful humans of the world. We are on episode 9. And it's not that we're on episode 9 that it's exciting or that it's far or that it's a lot or it's a little. To me, it's progress, meaning I could see myself doing these videos with you guys. And it just psychologically and, you know, everything. It's really, it shows progress of some degree. And the outcome of everything already is so healing and helpful and loving. And so, it's like gives us all strength to continue doing it and stuff. So, I mean, it's just awesome. Okay, great. So yes, welcome. Episode 9, we're going to be talking about leaving the Sea Org. When I was leaving the Sea Org, when people are leaving the Sea Org, what do they do? What does that mean? And then how it was for me leaving the Sea Org and coming into the WOG world, into this world. So if you... Sorry, I'm trying to be really good at this chat thing now. And hi, yes, okay, good. Now I can see everybody. Good. And so if you have any questions ahead of time, I think I already posted this right at the beginning. I am doing chats and questions and super chats and all that now. So this is so exciting. It just helps that if you can't afford a chat or something, or you want to be private and whatever the heck, just throw in your question with a big capital Q cap. Is that what you call it? Capital? Yeah, capital caps. Put your caps on the question in a big question, like question. That way it's easy for me and I can just spot and grab things as we're going. Yeah. Yay. Okay, good. So yeah, we're gonna also I'm gonna have a special guest on tonight. She's one of my favorite little friends. We'll see. Actually, I won't say anything until it happens because that's just the better way to go about it. I will have one of my other special favorite friends. I mean, all my friends are my freaking favorite friends, and they all have their own reasons and pockets for them. But I will have Surge Up, and I will have another cadet that some of y'all definitely know. And most of y'all definitely have read her book or something, but I won't give the spoilers away until they are on the screen. Okay. Excelente. Let me just do one thing here before I roll into my mind of of so many adventure craziness and forget to do this. Boom shakalaka. Okay, good. Let's exit out of here. And let's go here. So I already see a question up there, which is great. See, my eye now sees cap question. So you guys doing that, that's excellente. That is very helpful for the mind of LARA FM. I'm telling y'all would be very proud of me if you were in this head, dealing with everything I'm dealing with and being me as well. And it's just a lot. I love this. I mean, being me as well, giving myself time for me and things like that. So okay, good. My cutie pie special friend is here. I'm going to introduce her right now because she's a beautiful mama and she only has a limited amount of time. So we want to just get to the chit-chatting of cadets and leaving the Sea Org. Most of you know her. This is Catherine Spallino.
Hey.
Can you, okay, Catherine, now that you're on, can you tell me really quickly? So right now my mic is connected to my computer. I just noticed that because you just came out of my computer on the things. Do you think it's better? Does this sound better like this? Or I'm going to change it really quick.
Okay.
Just sorry to let me just get this. So do you think it sounds, everybody now in the chat, just kidding. Do you think it sounds better like this? Or does it sound better like this? Or does it not make a difference? Catherine, can you talk as well?
It didn't make a difference.
At all?
No.
No. And I still sound fine?
Yeah.
Okay, excellent.
And I totally forgot my headphones, so I hope it sounds okay.
No, you sound really it sounds loud and clear. That's why I was like, maybe sometimes the computer headphones actually do sound better. Who knows? No, they don't. You're also, the kids are sleeping or something, I'm sure, right?
All right, I'm in the playroom, so if anybody's wondering why there's drawing on the wall and stuff.
It's because Catherine's slacking. And this is her mental room where she's just drawing on the walls all day.
Right. No, I'm like, if they hear me in the living room talking, they're gonna be like, what's going on? I want to be a part of this. Hi.
Totally. Okay. And then this is, as everybody knows, Serge Delmar, who this is so freaking perfect. So Serge Delmar and Catherine were both I just really want to quickly say before, so we only have a little bit of time with Catherine. And I'm Serge as well. Serge has been a busy babe recently. So I met Catherine when I was leaving. This is perfect for this episode because with Catherine, I was leaving Clearwater and leaving the Sea Org in Clearwater. And one of the people's couches that I landed on was Catherine's, out of the friends and the people that I knew. And Catherine, honestly, this sounds ridiculous, but I have to say thank you for not like being so mean. And so, like, a lot of us were very aggressive as cadets and like, no, you fucking give me this and get off my couch. You fucking get your own place. And it's just because we just didn't have kids. I mean, we didn't have parents. And I mean, and even in our minds at this time, we're not thinking we don't have parents. We love our parents. Like, we're thinking like we chose to lead the Sea Org, so it's our fault for like being in the situation that we're in. So like, if we're struggling, like, get over it, like, figure it out, you know?
Yeah.
Anywho, so I just wanted to really say thank you because also I know Catherine was always, I would say we were so fun. We were always wild and fun. We definitely, whenever the weekends came, we were at bars, we were dancing. We were like, where's the hot boys? Oh, let's go there. We were at the beach. We loved the beach. We were out every weekend. What are we doing? Where are we going? Okay, you're what party are you going to? Mostly Scientologist parties, actually, at the beginning, at least for me, for sure.
Yeah.
Anyways, thank you so much, because Catherine put up with a lot of it. Like, she would be like, well, I feel bad. I'm not going to just throw them out on the street. Like, Sina and Plumie would be arguing about, like, why is Megan still here? Or, like, why is somebody else? Like, they would always be, like, having people. And I'm sure even at times, Catherine, you've probably had to couch surf a bit or something, or, you know, Plumie had, or Susie, or whoever. And it's just like, nobody understands that immediate struggle, especially without this SP community, the SPTV community and everything is so freaking amazing. If I was leaving the Sea Org right now, I'd feel 100% safe. I mean, I know they don't know that, but like, if I was leaving as a cadet right now, I'd feel a lot like, even if I didn't know the SPTV community and I came out right now, the amount of people that would whoosh and swoop in, I'm just saying this out loud so people actually hear this listening. Like, if you're a cadet and you want to leave and you want to hear, like, we will swoop you under our wings. And if I don't have the capability to do something, there's like so many other people in the community. There's 20 other people in the community who can help. So it's like, oh my freaking God, what a beautiful release. So thank you. And I want to thank all the other cadets and Plumie and Susie and everybody else whose couch I tortured and slept on, and all the fucking fun we had. Oh my goodness. So that's how I know Catherine. When I left, through Catherine, not through, but Catherine's brother is Jason Spallino, who's the singer, who's one of my best friends, like one of my life best friends, who I was in my first band with, Little Red Radio. And he was a singer and I was a singer. And we would write lyrics and dance and just come up with, I think, honestly, that's very cute. You know what's so sweet is I think me and Jason both still like amazing. That's like a big word for Little Red Radio. Like, and especially when we weren't singing about like right now, you know, my whole other, like the last 3 albums I've written, as all y'all in the chat and the people who have seen on my YouTube. And if you haven't, go look at my music videos. But everything I've written about, it was always like the emotions or the anger or the shit of trying, like things I wasn't able to tell my mom. And I'm like, oh, I'm just going to put it in a video somehow and they're not going to really see it. And then that was really edgy, like touchy. But anywho.
I remember, Megan, I remember when we would be driving to Vegas and you'd always be singing, always, all the time.
All the time. It was like, I felt like we were free though. That's why I think the mindset was just that we were free. Yes. Singing. I was like, whatever that was on the fucking radio, singing. Like,
well, you were
probably way
you took
louder.
it to, like, you loved it. Like, I knew even then you were like, you were 17. I was like 19. And you would like just be belting out songs. Where is the karaoke? Where can I go? Where can I sing? Like, always.
So crazy.
And it's so cool that you're doing it and you're making it happen. So that's awesome.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah. But it was super like I didn't know that I was always sing. By the way, it took me a while. Suzanne, one of the people that like I kind of got to know in this outside world after Clearwater.
Yeah.
She's kind of a motherish figure toward me. Definitely she had features of my mom physically where I'm like, whoa, you kind of look like my mom, but she's totally not related to my mom at all. But there was something psychologically where that kind of helped me go like, oh my God, there was some things that I don't even realize that I was doing physically, like singing out loud. Like Suzanne was trying to focus on something and I was like cleaning her office, like in my head, like I'm going to do such a good job. And she was like, Megs, hey, Lara, can you just a little quiet? And I was like, oh, I thought I was being quiet. And there's just so many things where, or I'm singing or I'll be whistling. And it's just like, because I'm enjoying the work. It's not like I'm a cadet digging trenches and they're saying, stop singing, stop whistling. No, hey, be quiet. Focus and no, like, or studying if you're in the class and no humming, no this. It's not like, oh, what a beautiful song you're singing. Okay, let's just not distract the other kids with that. There's no like simple like anyways, whatever.
Yeah. So no, I always got in trouble for dancing. That was different. I would like jump out of the minivan and start dancing around, and they'd be like, "You're like too happy. You're out of balance.
Yeah, you're out of your head. What are you doing? Get here. This is not." Anyways, so full quick back roll over. I just wanted to say thank you. So Catherine was my experience a little bit of when I was couch surfing. Serge, I had known when I was in the Sea Org in Clearwater. And I knew him as like, you know, the auditor that he was. And if it needed to be the sec checker he was, or the supervisor he was, here was Sergio, you know? So, and not only that, wow, I totally have a cat hair on my nose. I'm glad the camera can't see that.
Get that
out. It was so interesting. So Serge also saw the cadets coming from the cadet org, from the Int Ranch.
Did they start to turn wild? Hi, Serge, by the way. So nice to meet you. Officially.
Yes.
So were you like, oh God, the cadets are here? Because they were probably a little wilder, or maybe they weren't because they were the flag cadets. They're probably in ethics.
I mean, again, you know, we were such robots, you know, we had to, it was survival, you know, like, so people did what they were told, like, you know, as wild as you wanted to be, you weren't allowed to be that. So the few that were maybe a little wild, they would just get in so much trouble, and, you know, they would be so confused, you know, because honestly, like, you know, I've been going a lot over this on my videos right now because I've been confronting a lot of like the crimes that Debbie Cook, for example, the captain, was perpetrating on the children.
Yeah.
And when you really think about it, it's like, how confusing, You know, we had to be we had to acquiesce to all of this dysfunction at such scale, but all of it is so confusing and so ridiculous. So I really feel for all those kids because, you know, there was nothing wrong with them. There was everything wrong with every last adult who, you know, the easiest way that I can put it is they were infantilized. Like they pretended they were kids. We love our L. Ron Hubbard. We want to play a game, blah, blah, blah. All of this stuff that is so infantile. Like literally, it's nothing to do with reality. It has nothing to do with being grounded on reality, you know. And we as kids got in trouble for being kids.
Yeah.
So it's like, what?
Being banky, being children, stop being a baby, stop acting like a child.
Exactly.
Stop acting like a child and grow up.
Yes. I mean, that's exactly like my book, you know. It's like I was a bad cadet because I was not a robot. And that was like my issue. And then it's like because I taught, I would like have fun and laugh and be loud, and it aggravated the shit out of everybody around me. And now I'm like, yay me. I'm so glad I was that person.
Yes.
And I left so early so I could be like thankful of that. Because nobody like, I don't think anybody who hasn't been in the Sea Org can understand that amount of control that they put on us, and like that type of like PTSD you could get from that, where they're like, it was so horrible. And like whenever when I was writing my book, and I would wake up and like be like, oh, I'm in the Sea Org again. Like that's like such bad nightmares, because I hate that control is never okay on anybody. To tell somebody how to think and feel and the way to act and to have thought control is horrible.
And the full erosion of common sense boundaries, Catherine, because that's really, you know, another thing that I understood really clearly, especially by going to therapy. The fact that they had no boundaries at all. And again, going back to like,
no boundaries.
Literally, oh, small bodies, you're just an adult. And it's like, it's so depraved, and it's
and when you can't confront something as a child, like an adult, even being like, oh, that's horrendous. If you have a reaction like that to like rape or something crazy like that, I'm so fucking stupid with I've like looked at the time before I said that word, because I'm learning about the YouTube things, the rules. Don't say this word before a certain amount of time. But I was like, we're 18.
Hey, everyone, just so we know, going forward, it's out to D.
It's out to D. So when we say that, that's what that means.
YouTube algorithm. So for anyone that doesn't know, people were having an out to D. We're not going to say the R word. Fine. We grew up without saying it anyways. They forbade us from ever saying it.
Right. So anyways, I forgot what I was saying there. I was looking at the time before I say that, and then I got distracted what I was saying about. Oh well. So
another story about Megan is that she is key in how I met my husband. So it's kind of a fun story, because like she was hanging out with my brother all the time, and then my brother was dating his boyfriend at the time, but I didn't know. They were at the time they were in the closet. I didn't know all this, and this will all come out in my second book.
Yeah,
a lot of stuff happened there, and
Basically, let me just say really quick, Jason wasn't allowed to say that he was gay, and I was even afraid for him as well. So I held it for him for a very long time. And then I ended up telling we're going to get to this in a minute, when I ended up telling my husband, who I was married to, who was in freaking Korea or something at this time. That like,
I forgot you were married.
I'm getting there, guys. One minute at a time.
Just lived a life.
I've lived a life. Oh my God, this queen be rocking.
Yeah.
So and I didn't know this when I was married to Simon. I found out later that him and Jason Spallino were actually really good friends as cadets.
Yeah, they were like besties.
Anyways. The guy I'm married to used to be in the cadet org at the Pack Ranch, and then left before he joined any sort of EPF or Sea Org, from what I remember. And then later he still knew all the kids, but he was out. So he was kind of like, anyways, whatever. I was gonna be like, I don't want to be like talking about Simon now, but I was like, he was like this hunk. He was like this good-looking, sweet hunk.
He's very sweet.
Yeah.
But yeah, so anyway, through that, Megan was hanging out.
We would go to the beach,
and then we would
go to the beach and play volleyball a lot. I loved volleyball.
Yeah, and Jason's boyfriend's coworker
lived down there as well.
Boyfriend's roommate. So then I met my husband, but he was like just a guy, and he helped me kind of come out of Scientology. So it was amazing. So kind of cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
And now we're married.
And now they have three. I always say 4 kids because I just imagine Catherine with a little girl.
No,
maybe that's going to happen.
Are
you going to have a little girl? What if you're going to have another little girl?
No, I'm good. We're good.
Okay. Yeah, I just imagine that. That's very cute. Yeah, and that's so cute as well. I remember the beach days for us being like, okay, we're going to the beach. Because we were allowed to flirt finally with guys and like have our own like discovery of whatever that meant for us. Like, oh my goodness. And then also just being fun and wild, like being able to like after the beach go to another bar and play ping pong or whatever, darts or pool all the time. Yeah. And it was just like these were adult things that were taken away from us. Anyway, so that was really cute. So Catherine, Catherine has been there. That's why right at the beginning, I was like, so thank you, Catherine, for letting me crash on your couch and all the shit and all the ups and all the rides and all the gas money I couldn't give you when I was like, someday I'll be rich.
Yeah, it was fun. Yeah. We were all in the same boat together.
Yeah, I would steal Sina's jeans and be like, no, I'm not going to take them. And then I would try to take them and then clean them and put them back before she would notice. She'd be like, stupid, I fucking knew you. So I was like, I've now definitely made my amends to Sina. We love each other. Just kidding. I'm like, Sina, I'm really sorry for taking those jeans that one time. Because it really was like I knew she wasn't okay with it. And I did it because I was like, well, they're really nice. And it was just all because I didn't have nice jeans. Like, why? What the hell? It's not my fault. But again, we're always our whole childhood told, like, everything is your fault. You're responsible to stop acting like a child. So I'm trying to be an adult, yet I don't have any access or any things to be able to do that. Anywho, so when I was leaving the Sea Org, with Serge in the Sea Org, but still in Clearwater, knowing Serge as the auditor that he was, and everything else.
Did you guys leave at the same time then, or
no? Okay. I left a lot earlier than Serge. But I think Serge also.
Or?
I left in 2004. When did you leave?
2003. Oh, you left 2004? But then maybe it was just that you were in it still for a bit, or.
Well,
or you were within a relationship.
I went for a year to New York. Remember, that's the first place I landed after leaving a cult in New York City.
It's so wild. And for me, I'm like back in LA. I'm like, what the heck? I only know like the HGB and like certain Scientology, buildings. But I was like, we're in the WOG world.
The WOG world's amazing. It's so fun.
It is.
That was like.
But yeah, Serge, you finished?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were saying. So anyway, so Serge saw the cadets coming in from the Int Ranch, and then Serge, you definitely saw me on knowing I was leaving on route outlines. That's what they call it. So like I would remember seeing Serge and his wife at the time in the Sea Org on the bus, like, waiting to, like, they were always coming in fucking so late and then taking the early bus in because they're like falling asleep, having to be there when the early people came, and then we're there like, we had a red tag, we have to stay late. So even though I was on on the route out schedule where they basically make it so you go in after everybody so that the crew there's no Sea Org members or people that I've known my whole life seeing like, oh, she's on route outlines. Like they know you're on route outlines once you're wearing civilian clothes. Civvies, that's what they call it. Once you wear civvies, it's like, why are you off post? And then you're like, I can't say because you're not allowed to talk about it.
I know, and then it was obvious. They're like, oh.
And then it's just obvious, like, oh, I'm just like, oh, I can't talk about it.
And then they just give you dirty looks and make you feel like shit.
Yeah.
As you walk around.
Yeah. And so Serge just, so I leave, right? I'm leaving the Sea Org. Serge knows. I'm sure Serge knows. I know Serge knows. Everybody
we
freaking
always were.
knows.
We always knew. We always
and
knew
it was
everything.
obvious.
And it sucked because sometimes I would see like a friend there and I'd be like, fuck. And then it would get our minds thinking like, should I leave? That's the thing, is everybody in there doesn't want to be in there. They don't want to be in there. If they had the choice of what we know here in the outside world, they would absolutely be like, get me out of this right now. I'd rather do that. Even I remember leaving the Sea Org, and one of the things I really felt in my mind when they approved my leaving, that I said, I don't feel like Tom Cruise is doing enough for Scientology. And like, he's such a big actor, and I'm working in CMO, and then I got demoted, but I was talking about my history in the Sea Org, and I was saying, and I can do a lot more as like a creative, fun person to help, you know, clear the planet. And I was like, I feel like my personality and my singing, and I had never sung, you know, like I had never recorded anything before. I had never, so to me, I was like, not even sure what I was saying, but I was trying to be confident to Marlon Holt and these freaking people who weren't sending my folder up for approval. And I was like, there's no way you're keeping me here. Like I'm definitely going. I was like, Marlon, I've already been on these route outlines for three times. I'm not doing this again. I'm going all the way. And then if I fuck up, or it is suppressive and it's crazy out there, then I'll figure out what I need to do to get back in the Sea Org. And so between that and saying, like, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like I could do more creatively. I could be a bigger, and he just kind of laughed at me a little bit. And then was kind of like, okay. And then, but at least, I don't know, there was something, I guess, a little bit understanding in his eyes. Like, maybe she can do more. At least she's not a non-science, like, at least she's not saying Scientology doesn't work. Like, I was definitely still, like, I think that's why they kind of let me leave. Eventually, and because I started just leaving and walking off from the QI, going to the movie theaters, and then they're like, they moved me from the Hacienda base where they always lock up anybody. They lock up RPFers for years and years and years on end in the birthing dorms. Yeah, in the gated, bob-wired, cameras on every block. There's cameras on certain apartment building blocks because too many out-2Ds and stuff happen there. So they're like, we just know if people are here, hey, you guys are all scheduled, go to bed. Like, the camp security can see them. So there's no, you know what I mean? It's like, and so when I was getting to people, even at the Hacienda, were saying like, why is Megan on? They would, by the way, I don't know if I've ever clarified this. I grew up being called Megan in the cadet org, and my whole life, my mom and dad, everybody called me Megs or Megan.
And that's how I met you. Yeah.
And Catherine has known me since I was called Megan. Serge has known me since I was called Megan. So, I mean, Serge now, so this is where I'm getting to. But so as we're processing, I come out into the Sea Org, you know what I mean? I finish my routing. They finally approve me. And it's because I'm starting to leave the QI, because they shipped me from Hacienda base to the QI because I was causing too much questions from other staff members like Gayla Gualteri and Vanessa Dellerfield, and I can go on. Even my sister and stuff were like, what? I think my sister knew, like, no, I already know what she's doing. This is the third time she's done this. But anyways, I was causing, so they sent me to the QI to keep me sort of away from everybody. But then there, I was kind of like, if I don't, like, I was like, I'm being too nice. Anyway, so I started walking to the movie theaters and that was so big for me. I was like, ballsy. I'm like, fine, I don't give a fuck. I'm going to go to and the security guard was like, what are you doing? Get back here. This Russian freaking security guard. And I was, I just heard my heart say no. When I said no, I don't need to. Yeah. My heart was pounding. I was like, I cannot believe I just backflashed the security guard, which is like to ignore their order basically. And I was like, no, I don't need to. And I kept walking. My heart was pounding. I was like, I'm just going to keep going. And so after the third day of that, I was like, I'm just going to do this every day until, Marlon Holt told me on the fucking phone, idiot, you're not getting declared because you're a minor. I didn't know what a minor was.
Yeah.
And I was like, what? And so my heart was like, wait, something is stopping me from not being able to talk to my mom and dad forever. That was the only thing scaring me from like doing something crazy, you know, like, you know, that could actually get me declared, like not going out 2D. I was like, I had so many crushes on Mario Morales, this like Latino guy. I was like, and he was ready to go out 2D with me right then. He was like, I'm all right, I'd Lions too. I don't give a crap. And I was still not doing it. I was still following the rules. I was still completely under their mind control. That's what's so insane, is that music and thinking I would have some fabulous other life to help people out in this in the outside world is the thing that eventually got me out.
Yeah.
So then through that, leaving, I leave on a van with $300 by the INR, the inspections Star. Her name was Star. And she gave me $300, put me on a van, sent me to LAX airport. She was in the van with me. I was kind of like, I've never been to the airport by myself. What are you doing? And then so she came to the airport, kind of dropped me off and said, here's your flight. Make sure you get on it. On this time, I was kind of like, okay, gate. I must have been like a psycho person, like not talking to anybody. Like, I need to make sure I do this right. My heart again was pumping. I'm on a plane by myself. Oh my God. So I finally get to LA through so many things. I'll get to that once you get off, because I want to talk more about your stuff before you go. Through that, through Little Red Radio, I become a performer. I love music. I love realizing that I'm like letting shit out with performance and being like, oh my God, this feels good. I forget about Scientology for a while in Little Red Radio.
Yeah.
I was just having so much fun. And then started doing my own music. And up to this point, boom, here I am with the one and only Serge Del Mar. Back out, he'll tell his end of that. And we're now performing and doing music and like singing our hearts out about all this shit, like free angel babies.
I love it.
So that's how all of us three little chit chatter cadet SPs got out of the Sea Org. Or for me, that's how I know them and the connection of that. So now, Catherine, I would love. Oh, first of all, can we pop up that photo? That would. Oh, did you actually? Let me see if I can do it. Or do you have it? Or maybe I can.
You have to share your screen. It's on my phone, but it still won't really.
So how do I do it? I go to what's the thing to Serge? What's the thing to add a photo?
I don't know.
Oh, you're muted, baby.
Preset.
Oh, present. Okay. And then, is it like a share screen or what?
Yeah, I think so. Share your screen. Do you have it on your screen?
It's on the desktop.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then you just choose what you want to share.
Here, I wonder if I could just do this. Boom. Oh, guys, I could just do this.
You have a YouTube as well now? Is it Bad Cadet?
Yeah, it's not, nothing's on there. I didn't realize because I was just trying to comment in the comments. So then I was like, yeah, that's it.
Actually, I'll show the picture in a minute. But first, you know what the craziest thing? I was like, wait, get the book. Because I have been reading little things. So
you have? Wow.
Yeah. Okay. It's a mixture. And it's also been inspiring me to be like, oh, write about this. Talk about the little detail of leaving and how like there's connections of cadets and people you knew from other organizations or your parents knew them. And that's how you were living with them when you leave the Sea Org and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But
I have to jump out real quick, okay? But
okay, jump back in when you can, Serge.
Okay, bye.
Okay, love you. So as I open I was like, okay, I've been doing this where I open it and this one on the page that I literally opened it up on, I read this bye. It's in quote like bye. I had called with a wave. I opened the door and started down the path toward the office. I couldn't believe I was leaving. I was so proud that I was joining the Sea Org before them.
Yeah.
So this is when you were joining the Sea Org. It's so funny.
Yeah.
I had been chosen. It was so rare to be singled out. Usually I was the last one picked compared to them. Even going back to the ATA days when Haley was chosen for every promotional video shoot for Scientology. It's just so like wild. Yeah. Anyway.
It's wild like talking to other cadets because like we all go through these like I want to be chosen. I want to do the right thing for the Sea Org. And like, there's that goal and it keeps trying to like trump your true self. But eventually all of us, luckily the cadets that left early because we have so many cadets who are still stuck in there, but we all like stuck to our true self and like followed our path and left, which is awesome.
Because, yeah, which was hard on the way.
It's so hard. You have thought control happening the whole time.
All the time.
I think my book captures how much we believe in L. Ron Hubbard and Scientology, and how hard it was to leave at 16. But I did it anyway because I was selfish, which is a good thing. Like I cared about myself enough to want to have a life.
Yeah.
And you can get that, and I don't know.
I love that you said that, because I was selfish. Like, and people are like, oh, and then you're like, no, think about that, because I wasn't allowed to be
for
selfish
myself,
before.
But it's okay. You should always think for yourself first. If you're in a place that's a harmful place, or in a relationship that's not good for you, you shouldn't be in it. And the Sea Org is not about individuals. It's about everybody just giving up the sense of self, really.
Yeah. And even when this is the like, I still can't believe we're out. Like, there are people in there, and I can't believe we're out. Not only are we physically out, but we're mentally out. Like, like we are fully mentally out, which is so beautiful. We have friends that are definitely out, that are physically out, but they're probably never going to come out. Like, that's what it feels like. They're never going to talk about it. And I can't sit there and think about that. But the thing is that, like, it's a mental thing that takes over your whole life. It takes over, like, it's like, the only way I can relate it to a religion is because people don't let it go. Almost like a religious belief. They just, even if they don't believe its policies, they're still praying, and they're still doing like what they would do if they, you know what I mean?
Well, they're indoctrinated, so they have to learn how to come out of it. And that's like a hard thing to do for anybody. Even if somebody grew up Catholic, they have the Catholic guilt. Although this is like a lighter version of it. Scientology and the Sea Org is such a high mind control. The amount of thought control they have over its members for even the most simple decisions, like I want to take the day off, or I need to go to the dentist. Like, they can't even make these choices. They have to get permission for everything.
Yeah,
it's like to be like, not even be able to be in control of your own self is like the weirdest thing. So then when you leave the Sea Org, it's very strange. And then you still believe in Scientology and saving the world. And it's like, how do you come out of that?
It's like, yeah, it is hard. That's what I mean. I'm not even trying to say like people are probably never going to come out. I'm just saying, if you're listening, we understand that it's uncomfortable and fucking annoying to talk about this. We get it. But what is great is it does something for your mental health to be able to breathe and freely be able to talk about it to anybody, anytime. If they mention or bring it up, you're not like scared and like, oh no, they're talking about this thing. I have to go. It's like, no, breathe. And if you can't talk and breathe and talk about things, you know, then like that's another issue. Like there's something else going on. And it's like somebody trying to escape their mind. They're battling with themselves. It's so crazy.
Yeah.
So I mentioned the photo, and when you showed me this photo literally 10 minutes before we went live, I was like, oh my God, I remembered being married because at 19, because there's a ring on my finger. And I remembered like, oh my God, I think that's the engagement ring. I'm going to try to pop it up. Let's see what happens. Yes. See, guys,
so
look at Kat. We could, oh my God, can you do a screenshot? Go to the, Catherine, go the other way. So that your thing. Sorry. That way. Yeah. Can you do a screenshot or no?
I don't remember. Command 3. What is that? Let me see. I don't remember.
Somebody take a screenshot of this. I'm sure whoever's listening is going to. This is so fucking great.
It's so cute. I'm wearing a Delphi sweater.
I was going to say, are you wearing a Delphi Academy sweater?
Teacher, even though I had no GED or anything.
Yeah, but you were amazing.
I was. And you came and worked at Delphi for a little bit.
Yeah, you helped me get a job there, and same with somebody's wife or somebody that worked there that I lived with.
I'm like,
I know, isn't this so fun? This is us, guys.
Yeah, we're so adorable. I think I was like 19 and you were like 17 or something.
We knew nothing. It's just so crazy.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Wait, how old are you now, Catherine?
Oh, wow. Just kidding. I'm 37.
Wait, Catherine, you keep saying I was 19. We're both the same age.
What? No, you're 2 years younger than me.
No, you always thought, no, when's your birthday? You're like 2 months older.
August 1985. When's yours?
86, but I'm February 12th.
Okay, so we are okay.
So
we would be in the same grade. Oh,
that's what I mean. I'm like, no, you keep saying that, but I remember also being married. I mean, engaged or something at 19 for sure.
Wow.
That's why I'm wearing that ring.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
That's
I was
so
in your
wild.
wedding. I was one of the bridesmaids.
Yes. Oh my God. And same with Sarah Leobard, who was a cadet who went to the Ant Ranch.
Did the makeup.
She did my makeup. I was like, wow, I look so pretty.
I'm like, can I use your makeup? She's like, no. I'm doing
oh, that's so
makeup.
funny. Yeah.
So
she was very good. Like she was like just thinking like, oh, maybe I'll get into, you know, makeup and photography.
I know. And like, I didn't know that that's like a thing. Like you have to
I know. We don't know. We don't
touch
know.
people's makeup. I didn't understand that.
I didn't know either.
I was like,
I didn't even know that it was an issue. I didn't even know anything. It's so funny.
It's just, we didn't know. Oh my gosh. I want to chat forever, but I have got to go to bed because like.
Okay. I just had to put that up there and send that out.
Thank you. So fun to chat.
Kat, yeah, is there any major comments let me just see if there's any major questions or quick things for you.
Yeah.
But if not, are you going to be up talking about the book or anything, events, anything you want to throw in?
Well, I have a podcast coming out with Dr. Steve Hassan, so that'll be really cool. He wrote the
Stephen Hassan. Oh my God.
Yeah, it's a great conversation. We spoke on Monday, so I think it'll come out in a week or two. So that's pretty.
That's
exciting.
Super cool.
I learned so much
from
reading this book, by the way. Anybody who wants to know, how to like talk to somebody in a cult, like combating my cult mind control, is so great. And I'm like, and he said he has a second one that I need to read. That's like actually how to help people get out. Like
yes, that's the one I read. That's the one I read that somebody randomly gave to me and said, you know, this is not a Scientology thing at all, da, da, da. And I almost wasn't able to call it a cult, like at the time or something. I was like, yeah, I don't know if it's that, whatever, you know, like the word was just being thrown around a lot.
It's so hard to hear at first.
And I'm like, no, it's not. Yeah, anyways. And then I was the things I was reading in there about like families and like narcissism, and I was just kind of like, what?
The bite model and talks about that, and then information control, thought control, all of those things happen in Scientology all over the place. It's just like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, he definitely. I couldn't believe also that he was directly saying things about Scientology.
Yeah.
Like, I was like,
at first he couldn't. We talked about it on the podcast, like
that's cool.
Publishing was scared to do it, or the publisher wouldn't do it, or something. And then his newest, like the more recent editions, he put all the Scientology stuff in there. He's like, it's gonna be in there. It needs to be in there. So
that's so cool.
Yeah,
that's so cool. Okay, I totally did not go look at these things, but if there were any questions, I will. You guys go, Catherine. Where's you want to pull up? What's your YouTube? Or are you going to make that a thing or no?
On my YouTube, you guys. I just
I
just have it so I could comment. I didn't realize it was going to open a whole channel. So now people are subscribing, which is sweet. And actually,
it's for your book.
It's for your book. I might start. Yeah, this is my book, The Bad Cadet. How do you get
upside down? There.
Okay. There we go. It's on Amazon and everywhere for ebook. And you can follow me on Instagram and on Twitter. I'm actually going to start doing some cool, fun stuff with a friend. We've just been starting to talk, so I feel like we're friends. With Liz Gale. So I might post those on my YouTube.
Yes, do that.
About doing some collaborating and some ideas, and so that's kind of in the works. And then I'm going to talk with Claire Headley and like this coming Friday. So that'll be coming out. So yeah.
Amazing. I'm going to be talking with Claire too. I wonder if we should all be jumping on the same thing.
Yeah. That's awesome.
That's so dope. I love that. Catherine, you're amazing. Everybody loves you. You're a great mom. I would have loved to have been your child.
So cool when you visited last summer. That was amazing.
I'm gonna come soon too. It's like a random sporadic thing. I'm gonna come and be like, okay, I'm coming. What are you guys doing? Okay, perfect. Let's go line dancing.
I would love to.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Well, keep doing what you're doing. It's so awesome that you're speaking out. Like the more of us doing that, the better it is. And hopefully more and more of us I think more and more of us are coming out and talking.
Yeah. And it's good for them to be like, oh my God. Yeah. For them to see you and for them to see both of us being like, guys, let's get real. Like we have lives now. We're old. Yeah. We're 40 years old almost. Like you have children. I have animals.
The cute ones.
We are grown up and they are cute.
Yes. Yes. We're thriving and we're doing well, and they can talk out.
Come join us. Come join us. Let us help you. Let us give you a bit bigger and better life. Let us help you live the life that you're trying to live. Like, anyways, big community support out here, y'all.
Yeah,
and Catherine's got to go, but she's amazing mama. She's such a good example for this. So don't feel like, oh, I'm a mom, I don't want to get my kids involved. Nope. There's so many people doing it.
It's good for the kids to know about it too. It's a
good let them know now, so it's not a big deal later.
Yeah.
Just be like, my
kids
is why.
do know about it, and we talk about it. And it actually gives them some perspective. They're like, oh, mommy didn't get to go to these fun summer camps that we go to.
Yeah.
The day, and it's like things like that. So anyway, all right, so Laura, it was so good talking. Bye.
You're the best, Kat. Ciao. See you soon.
Bye.
Bye.
I don't really know how to leave. Kick me out.
I'll kick her out. Bye. So cute. I love her so much. Catherine Spallino. So if y'all are going to be watching this later, make sure to go on Amazon and get her book. Support her little memoir, so y'all can memorize what was going down. I think we did talk about a lot. Oh, okay. How much time? What are we in right now? 8:48. Okay. I'm wondering, I'm going to do a part 2 actually of leaving. That's what we're going to do. I'm going to do a part 2 of leaving. It'll be episode 9A or whatever. And it'll be me leaving, like the jobs I had and things like that, leaving the Sea Org when I'm out, and the way I kind of navigated everything to where we are in present time in PT. Just kidding, JK. Okay, let's run off the questions, and then I'll see you guys soon. Let's go here first. Let's do these cute starred ones just because I love that. Great intro, and thanks for sharing your music. Thank you, guys. Just to send some love and support. You rock. Thank you, Juliana. You guys are amazing. I know I got somebody out there making me some crocheted. Yo, this is some dope ass shit. They're making me I gotta find you, and I'm sure you're in here being me. What do you mean me? Making me amazing, some amazing outfit crocheted that is the goldenrod color, the SV color that we'll see if I'll be able to wear it here on the live TV or on a show or something. That would be really amazing. Okay, let's go to this one. Question: have you ever heard the song Zombie by the Pretty Reckless? It reminded me of what you must felt like in Sea Org. I'm gonna check that out. I think I have. I just don't want to say it's like this song and sing it and it's the wrong song. But yeah, we'll see. I like how they say comment. That's very nice. Comment. Lara, seeing you insert on the live stream the other night gave me so much joy for the freedom you both have now. Yes. Oh, Kitty, just don't tell me anything. It is. It is so joyful. Like in the moment, it's very much like you're processing and you're going, you're in the song and you're right there. But it is so freaking joyful. Like the end, you finish, it's like you win the game, you finish the race, and you're like, oh my God, we did it. And we definitely, our needles were floating. I would say our TAs were floating. Thank you for that so much, Salazar, Destonia Salazar. So you must have watched online. Yeah, the live stream. Yeah. Yes. You know what I'm going to do? Maybe as a fun little pickup video, I'll keep a note on this, is show some videos from because I know the sound wasn't the greatest, just like my camera right now shaking isn't the greatest. But the show sound at the actual venue and everything was awesome. So I'm going to get some videos for y'all to see so you can, so now that you saw the live show, the live stream of it, you can then hear exactly and visually see how cool it was. You'll get the idea. It's very fun. Okay, thank you for that, you guys, and your beautiful support. Oh yeah, did that. You guys rock. You amazing. Snug. I also am going to be having some other cadets later on, some other episodes, so we might have to do another catch up of I guess maybe it'll be on the continuation. We'll see. I can't plan for other cadets to be in. If they're in, they're in. If they're out, they're out. I'm just here to support and do it. All right. Yeah. This is very cute. Sorry, I'm reading things that I don't want to just pop up on the screen because they're not questions, but they're fun, and I'm enjoying reading them. Like Miss Goldie and her, you hear that, Osa? It's safe outside. I mean, so that was Juliana, but Goldie also has been saying funny things. Okay. Oh, yes. If you are trying to leave and you need a foundation or a platform and to get out and to help you, you know, get on your feet and get stable and whatever, there is the Aftermath Foundation, which is a foundation that is built to help anybody, a cadet, a child, an adult, an old person who's been in the Sea Org or in Scientology heavily or not, and they're trying to get out. And they need an easy way or smooth. It's not easy because you have to realize certain things, but, you know, certain things sort of come to your reality, and it's hard to face that reality. But you have a group of people and a great community and fun amazingness out here. Here's all the information on the screen. Oop, oop, oop. Thank you very much. So you gotta bless those little babies out. Get those BTs out of my face. Okay, there you go. If you need help, go to the Aftermath Foundation. You guys can also at any time call my SP hotline, 323-898-1335. You can also leave a message. You can leave a message for anybody you're trying to get a hold of. If you know that I know them, or if you have information on friends I have that I've been trying to get a hold of to talk to me, you can call me here. Leave a message, leave a private number. Tell me not to share your information and tell me what you want to say. Whatever it is you want, just let me know. You can do that here, or you can go directly to my website, hit me up through email on there, or go to my Instagram, send me a message. I'm going to run through any more little comments. Yes, me too, by the way. Oh, sorry, Kaz. Every time Lara refers to thoughts on her head, I always think about the Cranberry song. Zombie, 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 what's in your head? Goldie says, yes, you guys, I really do recommend The Bad Cadet. I love every page of it. Yes, comment. They want kids to brainwash them, yet when they act like a kid, they beat them down. The Berry policies are sadistic. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that took me a lot to realize. It took me a long time to realize that. What is this one? Question. Do you think marriage in the Sea Org is mostly arranged or just something begrudingly approved? Begrudingly. I think I'm saying it right. Begrudingly. So basically, when you're in the Sea Org, your options are limited. All right, Fox, ready? Go. When you're in the Sea Org, your options are already limited. You can only marry the people in the Sea Org. You can only marry, and you can't be gay and stuff in the Sea Org. So you can only marry a partner that out of, I don't know, maybe. And there's also like, you can't without specific approval from David Miscavige, you can't go and marry somebody in RTC or in a higher organization. You have to, like, that all has to be approved. That has to be approved and, so to speak, arranged. There have been arranged marriages. There's a court case right now going on where somebody was a minor, and the recruiter that recruited them, that minor in the Sea Org, married them, and he's way older than them, and then got her pregnant, and then she left the Sea Org and has this child, and that guy is still in the Sea Org. So there's arranged marriages in that way. There's arranged marriages like, you know, so-and-so needs a passport, or, you know, needs whatever. And we're going to purposely put these two together so that they start to like each other, or start to have a 2D, you know, an ethical 2D. And so then eventually they're going, oh, my options are limited. Well, this guy's kind of fun, so I'll just marry him. Like, that's the arranged kind of marriage, or any kind of anything in the Sea Org. Yeah. Somebody also kind of answered, I think, that the marriage there are, I love the, my squad, my big group of LARA FM FMettes is actually, I want to talk about this. My goldenrodders. I think we should call the group chat. That's another funny merch idea I have, because I'm blunt as fuck, but I like to smoke the blunts without the nicotine. I don't want any of that tobacco shit. But anyways, I was thinking we could call ourselves the Goldenrodders. It sounds like a band. Anywho, because we're blunt as fuck. Okay. Boom. There you go. Coming down. I'm going to end this chat soon, guys. We're just under an hour, and I feel very loving and happy about that. I'm going to put this on. My cousin's in Scientology, and I'm trying to convince her about the Aftermath Foundation. Yeah, I'm just as advice, like, maybe not convince, but just to show, oh, well, it's easier this way. Oh, well, if you do this, you could do this, and nothing, and no problem. And they don't have to give away your identity if you don't want that. Things like that. You can, like, what I mean is just kind of like, whenever there's like, oh, but I'm afraid of this, show that the fear is actually not there. Oh, but don't be too heavy, or, well, why don't you, because it's hard. These are just, anyways, yeah. I think that's it, guys. I feel like this always happens. I come down when we get, yeah, I'm coming down, and I feel like, yes. Ooh, I love all this advice in the chats for other people too, asking about, yeah, about everything. Anyways, hit me up, y'all. You guys have the website. Y'all have the information. I'm going to close this off. If I missed a question, I love you guys very much. I will answer it on the next one. I'll come through here and see if there was any amazing things. Let me see if there was one other question. Oh, okay, fun. No. Okay. I'm going to just pop all these up because they're great. Love search dance videos. I do too. Comment. Always remember, when you meet in this life, you're struggling with something. Good night. Oh, yes. 100% true, babies. Be gentle, be kind, be loving, be good. Okay. I'm going to propose LARA FM AF. All right, I'm going to end on that one, my angels. I'll see you little goldenrodders later on the next one. Thank you for all your support. We love you. Be kind, be loving, and good night.